186,000 miles each second has been underway towards us for hundreds, in some cases thousands and tens of thousands of years. Indeed, as our instruments for examining the universe become more sophisticated, we can literally see further and further into the past. This week, some astronomers from one Dutch and several American universities cited some new evidence confirming the existence of quasars, objects so bright that they literally mark the furthest recognizable reach of the universe, 10 or more billion light years away. One of the astronomers involved in that finding, Dr. Timothy Heckman of the University of Maryland.
We believe that the universe actually had a beginning. The best estimate would be about 15 billion years ago. We observe that the universe is expanding. That is, that the universe in the distant past was small, today it's bigger, tomorrow it's going to be bigger still, and so on. We can actually measure how fast the universe is growing, and using that, deduce how old the universe is. It would be, for instance, if you could measure that you yourself were growing at an inch every year, you could work backwards and figure out how old you must be. Astronomers like to talk about distances in terms of how long it would take light to travel from one place to another. And to give you an illustration, a beam of light could completely orbit the Earth in just a fraction of a second. Now, as we look out beyond the edge of our own galaxy, we find that there are many galaxies much like our own. And in fact, the nearest galaxy to us, which resembles our own galaxy, is called the Andromeda Nebula, and it's so far away that light takes several million years to reach us from this galaxy. If we go out to distances much greater than the distance between us and the most nearby galaxies, then we start running into quasars. And quasars are very easy to study in some ways compared to galaxies because they're very much brighter than galaxies. So we're talking about a single object which is probably no bigger than the inner part of our solar system, which can produce as much energy as a million billion stars. They're not really at the edge of the universe in the sense that I'm now standing at the edge of the room, that there's a physical edge to the universe and the quasar is sitting on the edge of it. Rather, they are at the limits of how far light can have traveled to us since the beginning of the universe. If we look still further out to greater distances past the most distant quasar that's yet been found, we find a sort of a wall of light in a way. It's, today on Earth we measure this with radio receivers. We measure it as a radio signals, radio noise coming from every direction on the sky. It's quite a bit further away than the most distant quasar, several billion light years further out from the Earth. And this wall of light is actually believed to be the universe when it was so young that nothing yet had formed in it. There were no galaxies, no stars, no planets, nothing except a sea of light and matter. When we look into the distant past, we have finally come to a distance that's so great that the light that left that point in order to reach us has been traveling ever since the universe began. And in a fundamental sense, we can't see beyond that because any object beyond that would have had to have sent a signal to us before the universe even started for us to have received it. The door is opening. We're starting to peer deeper and deeper into the beginnings of the universe, and many people do feel that we're on the threshold of discovering not only the origin of the universe, but the origin of matter, the origin of everything we know, all united into a single physical law. And there are a lot of indications. We're getting closer and closer to the answer, but the answer may be sort of receding away from us almost as fast as we catch up to it.
When we come back, we'll hear two views on the beginning of the universe and what we know about it as we talk live with astronomer Richard Berenson and with the Reverend Jerry Falwell.
This is ABC News Nightline, brought to you by Heinz.
Heinz versus the others. Watch what happens when folks are given their choice of ketchups. Hidden cameras record the results. More people choose Heinz. But that's no surprise. Thick, rich Heinz is America's 3-to-1 choice over any other single ketchup. Why?
It tastes the best. It is the best. Heinz. Anything else is average.
Yep, seeing is believing. All across America, thick, rich Heinz wins again.
What a lovely sound.
Yes, and this dip you brought is delicious.
Oh, well, thank you, dear. We made it with Kraft Real Mayonnaise.
Oh, I thought you always used that other mayonnaise.
We swear we discovered Kraft looks creamier. It's specially blended over 3,000 times.
It sure makes this dip taste creamy.
And another gift from Aunt Martha and Aunt Harriet.
Well, she's got to learn sometime.
Nothing tastes creamier than Kraft Real Mayonnaise. Now you know. Arnold Palmer announces Pennzoil's Clean Deal sale.
Now's the time to load up on all the Pennzoil quality and protection you can handle. Pennzoil makes it easy, with prices too good to pass up, and no gimmicks. All you have to do is watch for the ad from your favorite store that's featuring Pennzoil at special deal prices. It's Pennzoil's Clean Deal sale. Take us up on it.
Now, at Endicott Johnson and Father and Son, get 2 pairs of Pro 500 action shoes for $25 and save up to $20. For people in motion, high-speed, lightweight joggers, super tough, sure-grip court shoes, nimble, extra comfort aerobics, and sleek-style casuals for anything you do. For people in motion, in nylon and suede with padded collars and cushioned insoles. Pro 500s, plenty of styles, plenty of sizes. 2 pairs for just $25 at Endicott Johnson and Father and Son.
Startling new information suggests Korean Airlines Flight 7 could have been saved.
Plus, I'll talk with the richest man in America on 2020, Thursday.
Joining us now live from our affiliate, WXYZ in Detroit, is the Reverend Jerry Falwell, president and founder of the Moral Majority and chancellor of Liberty Baptist College in Lynchburg, Virginia. Joining us in our Washington bureau, Dr. Richard Berenson, astronomer, science historian, and president of American University in Washington. Mr. Falwell, we ask you here today because you're a fundamentalist Christian. Can fundamentalist Christianity accommodate these notions of looking for the outer reaches of the universe and measuring things in terms of billions of light years?
Without a doubt. You know, the great God whom we love and serve is the creator of all of that. And the handiwork, the creation, really simply magnifies his person. And so with every new revelation that the new telescope discovers and so on, it simply deepens our appreciation of the greatness, the omnipotence of our God.
Now, there was a time when fundamental Christianity would have said, how can we be talking about billions of years, because we know